Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, this is Neha. I absolutely love reading books, and the reason I started this channel was simply to have an outlet to talk about my love for books and my love for reading. This is my favorite hobby, not just reading books but also talking about them. Apart from this, for my day job, I'm a project manager and I'm also a toddler mom. So my hands are pretty full throughout the week. I try to get my reading done at night or over the weekends, and I try to shoot these videos and edit these videos over the weekend as and when I get time. It's been a very long time since I did one of these because last month was extremely hectic and crazy in terms of work. And it's also been a few days since I finished Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I have been wanting to talk about this book for a very long time. I tried to squeeze a few minutes to talk about it in a real format, but I didn't think I did justice. So I really wanted to sit down and talk about how I felt about this book while reading it, as well as in hindsight. First and foremost, let me clarify I'm going to try my best not to give any spoilers here, and I'm going to try to give you a quick introduction to the book if in case you have not seen my short. So the book follows Violet Sorengale, who's also the protagonist of the story. She belongs to the family of Sorengales, who are famous dragon riders who protect the honor of the land that they're living in. Violet's own mother is also General Sorengale, who is quite high up the rank in the hierarchy of the dragon riders. Various careers and roles that are described in the book. One of them is a scribe, which is what Violet always dreamt of becoming growing up, which essentially means someone as a strategist or an analyst who analyzes history, studies history, analyzes war plans, and helps dragon riders to formulate strategies in upcoming battles. However, the story starts with the fact that Violet's mom, General Sorengale, forces her to be enrolled in the Basquiat War College as a dragon rider student. Now, this war college is expected to be extremely brutal, especially to its dragon rider students. And when I say brutal, it's also fatal. So basically, there are multiple ways a student can die from enrollment to actually becoming a dragon rider even before they reach the battlefield. And this is one of the things that really hit me. Like, I understand having a brutal process to select really worthy candidates, but to kill so many students in the process when you actually have a forced enrollment for the war, that seemed really weird. I'm not going to get into too many details of the story to give spoilers because the book is really good and engaging while you read it. However, in hindsight, I do feel I wish there was a little more of dragon magic element because it was really fascinating how she described the dragons and their magic, and I wish there was a little more to it. Also, and maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but the romance angle was a little bit too focused on. To be fair, this was my first romantasy. I've only read fantasy before this, so I don't know if this is the case with all romantasies where romance is the main plot and everything else becomes a subplot. But I genuinely feel that the dragon magic and the revelation at the end, the suspense that was revealed at the end, deserved more attention than the romance. But what the author did was exactly the opposite. Having said this, like I mentioned on my short review, I really found the book very engaging, very entertaining, very bingeable, and it left me on a cliffhanger. I have read across forums that the next two books are not as good as the first one, so I don't know if I'm going to finish it or leave it halfway. But I definitely have to at least pick up the second book because the end of the first book pleads so. This was my first romantasy. If you have any more suggestions for better romantasy series, please put them in the comments and I'll definitely check them out.